Jesus, Sterling. Lifted in by Sterling. There's one back. There's one back. İlkay Gundogan got big at the back stick. And City have life. That's why it was brought on, Peter. De Bruyne. Zinchenko. And Rodri! It's happening again! City love a final day sensation! It's bubbling up in blue! Official David Kuhn has got him off the pitch. Cancelo. Mings saw it. In goes De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne! Gundogan! From the brink of despair! Elation! From catastrophe! Cacophonic joy! The stuff of stellar champions! That's why City are a sensation. Villa penned in. Is there a way out for them? They're screaming for the whistle. They're begging for the whistle. They're on the pitch. The winners and still the champions of the land, Manchester City. Hernandez twisting away from Mandzukic, running at Vasilko. Here's Mbappe! Oh my word! Teenage kicks! The ultimate teenage kick! The boy with the world at his feet! Kylian Mbappe! There ain't no stopping him now! The first teenage World Cup final goal since Pele himself! Taylor, what's he saying? It's a really good ball. It's Shabalala! Goal! Bafana! Bafana! Goal for South Africa! Goal for all Africa! Jamulila! Rejoice! Bafana! Bafana have topped the first cork on their day of days! Hazard, Mikel. Chelsea playing with a desperation which would hint, if you didn't know otherwise, that they were chasing a title. Costa, away from Alderweireld. Diego Costa. Eden Hazard! Glorious goal! Leicester's goal! Leicester City are 7 minutes away from being champions in England, courtesy of Eden Hazard. Leicester City are the champions of England, and the world is left to wonder, wide-eyed, thrilled, bemused, how on earth did that happen? In stoppage time to beat Portugal and eliminate Uruguay. Bekele, Abubakar! Oh, Cameroon! From Douala on the Gulf of Guinea to Marua at its northernmost tip. Points between and beyond. Rise and celebrate a moment. Well, he leaves with a smile and he leaves with a memory. And then Roma have risen from their ruins. Nonetheless, the Greek god in Rome, the unthinkable, unfolds before our eyes. Incredible scene. Here's Salah, worrying Perisic. Alexander-Arnold, Curtis Jones, 1-0 Liverpool. Invincible moment. And that is how Anfield ends, when it is beginning to believe again. It's a big week. 1-0 down in 3 here. And there's Gakpo and Diaz! They're fizzing again! Luis Diaz returns and writes an instant headline, and Spurs are in shreds. Salah, for sure! Tottenham in pieces.
Well, they are. There's a good penalty going high.
It's a good ball from Skip. Perisic is there first. And he sat down Van Dijk and he found Harry Kane. Whatever the mood, however the feel, one man, one thing remains unchanging. The imperturbable Harry Kane scores again. Romero, that's a beautiful ball. Ideally waited for Son, who scores for Spurs. Now then, the offside line may be tight. If he's on, the game is very tight. Son flicks it in. Richarlison! It's in! The Evertonian old boy has come back to Merseyside and pierced the heart of Liverpool. His first Premier League goal for Tottenham on this ground of all grounds. They were out of it, and now they promised to bring something home. And now here's Shota. Diogo Shota! Liverpool threw it away, and then they won it all over again. This makes no sense. A mad, mad game. Anyway, a crazy, crazy game. Liverpool cruised, then Liverpool dashed, then Liverpool created a crescendo to match anything you would witness at this wonderful football ground. They won it comfortably, they threw it all away, and then at the last they won it again through Diogo Jota. And he's here, he is here. Cristiano has entered the building. Welcome, wherever you are, to the Old Trafford Theatre, through whose stage door he has entered. A theatre which today truly dreams. In the 8 years since Manchester United were last champions of our land, it is hard to recall a single match day as infused with possibility as this one. The romance of the Ronaldo reunion captivates the place. Manchester United prepare once more to unveil, to unleash the 21st century sporting phenomenon who is, again, theirs. There's Pogba. Greenwood had a pop. Woodward tilted, and guess who's there? Close your eyes. And he never went away. Without so much as a by your leave, Cristiano Ronaldo has stolen back the show. Shaw, gathering speed. We're going to play in Ronaldo. It is Ronaldo. It's 2-1 United. The theatre lives its dream. Its fantasy hero retreads the boards. A phenomenon. Hello again, Stretford End. Here I am. Crazy. This is what he lives for. Be in his boots. Cole Palmer. City's boy is Chelsea's man. 4-4. You can ask no more. It's over. A treat, a joy, a gem of a game. Unahi, Buffal, Unahi, and still, Achatala. In the series! The Moroccan miracle is still on. A towering header, a mountainous moment for his nation. See what he thinks, see what they think. History, potential history, for a man, for a country, for a continent, for the Arab people. Cheryshev, Cuba, Cherishev's not stopped. Dennis Cheryshev! Oh, my word! That is quite something! The boy's a star! One glorious goal! Bastoni, Scamacca foraging. Calafiori, Fratesi, Calafiori, rampaging here. Zaccagni! Salvation! The Azzurri reach for the skies! And Croatia hit the turf in sorrow! Oh boy, the Modric marvel is undone by the zest of Zaccagni. Goodness knows what names have been taken there. Goodness knows how it must feel to be Croatian. Croatia crushed. Italy weeping tears of football, taking human beings places they hadn't imagined.
Saka, Odegaard, White. Everything's going right. Arsenal are so good, they're scoring by mistake. It's 5-0, all white on the night.
Saka takes.
Rashford couldn't take it. Vieira runs for the walls. Gabriel Jesus is by himself. It's Gabriel Jesus. He's sat down. They have tracked it up and tracked it up yet more. They didn't just win it. They won it in style. A gunner's growl like rarely you have heard. Rice, rice, baby. And the angel Gabriel stole it right at the end.
At Anfield, Liverpool and Manchester United stare icily again into each other's eyes. It is a game that sounds like no other game. Robertson. Oh, it's a super ball. A Kop explosion! They must beat United! Liverpool lead United! Snap back by Casemiro, snap back by Fabinho, taken on by Nunez, and Fabinho again. Here's Mo Salah, and Elliott! Nunez! Red Utopia! For them, it does not get a whole lot better than this. He snatches it clear, Gakpo can turn, and Salah is off on his bike. And Salah's bike is a quick one. Gakpo through the middle. He's taking on Lisandro Martinez. He's sat him down. It's Gakpo! It's free! Wonderful speed of thought and movement. What a beautiful, beautiful goal. What a sight, what a sound. What a moment in his young life.
Stunning, stunning goal.
We'll get a second bite, and it falls for Salah! Formidable! Boy, did he crash that in! Liverpool are ripping United up. Alexander-Arnold, Van Dijk round the back. Henderson can retrieve this. Put in by Henderson. Darwin Nunez! Day of his life! A story quite unforetellable. Who saw it coming? Who could have dreamt this up? United are in shreds, and they depart. Intolerable, inconceivable. Elliott, Firmino, Salah! Liverpool flex their muscle to the power of a dozen reasons to believe that Liverpool are back. One more goal than Robbie Fowler in the Premier League. He's at the top of the list, and this is right at the top of the list of Liverpool red letter days. Jones, Salah, he wouldn't, would he? Salah's rolled it in. Bobby, 7-7. It's madness. These now are crazy numbers. Liverpool, utopia. A crushing nadir. Inexplicable, illogical, irrational. Scarcely digestible, barely conceivable. And there's what it does to the top of the Premier League table. Fernandes. Di Maria. Lionel Messi. Messi's here! Oh! That's what they came for! The Magic Man! One more Messi moment! And Argentina are alive! They give thanks that he is one of them. How often have they said that prayer of thanks? How often have we seen those bright, wide eyes? Not by Alvaro Pereira, hit by James! Oh, what a goal! One of the greats! My word, this boy's a star! 4 games, 4 goals at World Cup 2014, and that is one that must be up in lights. Brilliant! Just brilliant! A mark of the man, an instinctive reaction. One to take, one to hit. Bang! Technically superb. And visionary. To have the ability and the audacity just to try it. And the excellence to execute it. Few in the world could do that. Fewer would dare to try to do it. Let it bounce. Martinelli showed an interest. Martinelli rolled it in! Curious, and for Liverpool, catastrophic. How can that happen? Trossard is free here. Clear of Elliott. Leandro Trossard has come to Allison on the streets of North London. They dream their dream. You grin or you grimace. Jurgen Klopp disbelieving. How can that happen? So much for Arsenal's dark December, so much for the wobble, so much for the supposition that it was seeping away. They can see it again, clearly. And it's a vision that he cherishes. They are re-engaged in it. 20 years since the last time, 20 years since the Invincibles. Arsenal are not going away. Here there is Mbappe, taking on Skrinic. Mbappe, Griezmann, Pogba! Pogba! For France, and possibly now the world! An iconic French goal for Paul Pogba, who has come to the party and just might have won it. Once more, Mbappe had the keys to the door. Once he was on the ball, Croatia were uneasy. Griezmann juggled, Pogba right foot, Pogba left foot. 3-1 France. Thomas Partey pushed it forward towards Tomiyasu and Kai Havertz and Martinelli. The unfortunate. Arteta the animated. The Emirates within a couple of minutes. The result that most they crave. The one that might make the difference.